Christmas recipes. We're getting crafty in the kitchen. We have tons of fun, healthy Christmas recipes for you today. All of them are from Pernilla Stryker. I'll show you her channel in a second. We got red velvet cake, gingerbread cookies, sugar cookies, pumpkin pie, and little strawberry Santas. So without further ado, let's get into it. Here's our stash of ingredients for the video. We got egg whites, unsweetened almond milk, Greek yogurt. That light and fit Greek yogurt is amazing. Truvia, Faye, that's just plain Greek yogurt, pumpkin puree, sugar-free jello, red food coloring for the red velvet cake, ginger and cinnamon and vanilla and salt and cocoa powder, and then of course baking soda, and we got some sprinkles over there. Better put the hair up to start. So first we're gonna watch the red velvet cake recipe.
This slice of red velvet cake has just under 100 calories. It has 12 grams of protein. It's so delicious and super easy to make. And isn't the red color just the most fun? So, first off, we are gonna need some flour. And we're gonna be using 60 grams, which is 3/4 of a cup.
I totally forgot we need oats. Okay, for the first time, we have like the littlest bit of oats. We don't have a bunch of oats, but that's okay. We also had some steel cut oats buried in there. Not very many, but we'll deal with it. You might have to use regular flour, which is fine. We're gonna grab a little bowl and a little blender. What about the measuring cups? Totally not clean. 3/4 of a cup. The battery is dead. Well, that's annoying. Okay, currently sitting and editing, and as I'm going along, I realized when I plugged my blender into charge, it makes a very, very nice high-pitched sound for the entire video. So I sincerely apologize. I'm gonna try my best to cover it up with music, but yeah, that was my bad. Let's see what's next.
Next up, we're gonna need some protein powder, and it's really important that you find a protein powder that you really enjoy. You can use regular vanilla protein powder for this, but I am gonna use this blueberry.
Alright, so protein powder. She uses a kind that is very expensive, so I'm not gonna use that. But I love this brand so much. It's like a custom mix. This is not sponsored, but this is my favorite protein powder I've ever used. I've gotten 4 packages of it. I don't like whey protein, so this is all soy protein. I like soy personally. The pea protein is like a little too for me. This is the frosted carrot cake flavor. See, I like kept the remnants of it, and that's good because I made it for the video. This is banana smoothie. This is lemon cake, and this is cinnamon bun. Personally, I thought I would like the carrot cake, but I really didn't, and I've discovered I only really like the fruity flavors. Cinnamon bun and carrot cake just aren't quite sweet enough, but that's okay. This is the perfect chance to use it. Can you even see me? Okay, I don't know if you'll be able to see the food, but at least you'll be able to see me. I think I'll use the banana smoothie for this. No, I'm gonna use the cinnamon because it doesn't really taste like cinnamon. It's the most neutral one. I actually just ordered more protein, but yesterday was Thanksgiving, so it's not getting here in time. Got about half a scoop. Got about a 1/4 scoop out of that. Need 1 more quarter. Probably do carrot cake. What I love about this one is that it's like pure protein. They got nice flavors to them, but there's like, it's literally protein isolate. In the morning, I love to put it in my yogurt. I think I showed you guys that in my morning routine, or I'll make like a little cake out of it. It's also really good in oatmeal.
Next up, we're gonna add just a little bit of cocoa powder. It just does something good for the flavor. But
that's kind of weird, but okay. This lid is so hard to pry open. I don't know, do you normally put cocoa powder in red velvet cake?
we're gonna add just a tiny little bit of salt. So you can see
Some salt. The same stevia. So, okay, one thing about her baking is that she doesn't like do the liquid and dry ingredients separately. She just kind of puts them all together. So I'm gonna mix them separately. I already know I'm gonna be doing a lot of dishes, so I've kind of accepted it. Oh, I got cocoa powder in here. Start with 3. I like things sweet. And probably add. Should I be baking right next to my computer? Maybe not.
we're gonna add some egg whites.
Got half a cup of egg whites. She does egg whites most of the time because they're like higher in protein than eggs for fewer calories, but she says either way it works. It's like foamy inside. Just under half a cup. And Greek yogurt, my favorite. Okay, that's about half a cup. I do want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing though. Is that any better or is that literally the same? Half a cup of Greek yogurt.
We're also gonna add 100 grams of some 0% fat Greek yogurt. I'm using full
Sponsorship.
Now I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons of some almond breeze. You can use whatever.
Okay, adding some almond milk. Anybody else just not measure their vanilla, just kind of eyeball it? I feel like I always do more. I love vanilla. When is the red food dye coming?
And now to the thing we all have been waiting for, because it's not red yet, so we're gonna add some food coloring.
1 teaspoon. I feel like I should just eyeball it, you know? She dropped. Oh no, that's pink. Can you see that? That's cool looking. Olive's home. Shout out to Dad. He's a superhero. He brought the oats. Hers is very red.
If you just want to make regular cake, you can always just use 1 baking pan, but I'm going to use 2 so that I can layer it. So I'll split this thing up in 2. Oh!
Ooh, she's layering. Okay, we're gonna do that too, because that's fancy. Okay, we only had 1 regular cake pan, but we have 2 heart pans, so happy Valentine's Day, I guess.
Oh my gosh! I forgot baking powder! Oh no! 1 teaspoon-ish. Okay.
Good to know. She uses baking powder. She says she doesn't know the difference between that and baking soda, so I'm not sure which one I should go with. And also, I'm using a vegan protein, she is not. And vegan protein doesn't rise very much. So I'm trying to get the clumps out of this. It's a little clumps. I'm thinking I'll wait for that and make the cookie dough, because I really, really need that to blend. I do baking soda. We're gonna go with baking soda. This might be a mistake, might not, who knows? No, that's over a 1/4 teaspoon, almost half, 1/3 of a teaspoon. We're gonna come back to this one. Next up is gingerbread. I have a feeling these all use oat flour actually. We're gonna use all the bowls I own today. Okay, we're gonna use 2 teaspoons of Greek yogurt. I think that's my favorite little baby spoon.
And you're gonna need 4 tablespoons total, so I'm gonna use 2.
4 tablespoons total.
Some vanilla extract, and then before we mix it around, we're just gonna add some spices.
Okay, we need some vanilla. It's about half a teaspoon, right? Ginger, because they're ginger snaps. 1 teaspoon. Oh yeah, I feel like that's how it's supposed to work. Of course, I used a ginormous bowl for this. We need cloves. 1/4 of a teaspoon of cloves. I think that's a lot. Cinnamon. I'm doing way more than a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon.
And a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg.
I'm not doing nutmeg. Nutmeg is disgusting.
We just need a few more ingredients. And first up is some almond flour, and I'm just gonna use 2 tablespoons of this.
She uses almond flour for this. Why is there like nothing here? So I don't have almond flour. So I think I'm just gonna use regular flour for this one. 3/4 cup. 1, 2. This looks very dry. She'll probably add in more liquid later. She's doing a scoop of protein powder. I think the carrot cake would work well. Less than a scoop.
Just before the final ingredient, we're gonna use half a teaspoon of some baking soda. And next up, we got 3 tablespoons of egg white.
I knew it. How did I mess this up? It's like really dry. Hers is pretty dry too, but like not this dry. It tastes pretty good though. To all the professional bakers out there, they're probably cringing at the way I'm doing this. We're not professionals here. We're figuring it out. I think this will be good because we don't want it too sticky or rolling. We get to make fun shapes. I just realized I'm still using my little spoon to mix. I think I vaguely remember this because I made this last year. I think I remember it being really dry. Not the end cookies though. The end cookies were really good. I think it's good. No, it really needs to come together more. Otherwise there's no way I'm gonna roll this out. Man, this is really struggling to come together. We're gonna try some almond milk. Ooh, that was more than I expected. That feels good. Does it taste good? Oh yeah. So she's gonna use protein powder to roll it too. I feel like I should save my protein powder. Any chance this is ready? Bro! I think it's time that I move this. She used like a whole scoop of protein powder, and I don't know if I can afford that right now. We don't have very much, but like half a scoop. Yeah, I definitely added too much liquid. Very excited to decorate these. I need a baking sheet for these lilies. Cut that a little too small, but that's okay. I think we can put another candy cane right here. Beautiful. I'm seriously concerned for this guy though. Literally the second I pull out the blender, I get get a blue light. Hi, it's me again. Another little editing note. Sorry, this video is kind of a mess. Somehow I lost a bunch of footage, but honestly that's okay because I still had like 3 hours. So you guys can kind of get the gist. The only thing that might be good to know is that the protein powder I use for the sugar cookies is banana flavored. So that gives you some context when I explain that it tastes like bananas. We're gonna reuse the protein powder. There's lots left over actually. Bless you, Olive. The dough is like sticky enough. It's just so crumbly. And I'll be totally honest with you guys, it actually does smell and taste a lot like banana. So if you make this at home, I mean personally I don't mind. I like banana. It's like the banana smoothie kind of flavor, like banana cream pie almost. But if you make it at home, probably use vanilla. Freezing in here. I have no idea why. I apologize for the mess. There's like truly no room anywhere. But we're gonna move on to the pumpkin pie while those cookies are in the oven.
You do what I'm gonna do, and that is I'm gonna use 2 tablespoons of almond flour, but 2 tablespoons of this. Then what I like to bake with, if you watch me for a long time, you already know this, but it's oatmeal, and I just blend it up so that I turn it into oat flour, and you're gonna need 1 cup.
And a tablespoon. This thing is awesome. I am such a mess right now. Stevia. They're a little crumbly, but I think they're nice. What do we think? 2 teaspoons of stevia. That's interesting. We're doing egg whites now. And almond milk. Looks like hers is about this side. I'm gonna spray the pan real quick. I think we're gonna smush this down like a crust into the pan. Started using the pumpkin, so hopefully it's okay. Half a cup of egg whites. For stevia. Man, I'm almost done this container. Just a little bit of cloves, a little bit of salt. Oh, that's so good.
You got 2 final ingredients, and the first is 1 tablespoon of cornstarch.
Doing some cornstarch, 1/4 cup of almond milk, a scoop of protein powder. This might possibly be the last of it.
1 scoop of that. Mix it well, and then we're gonna put it into the crust, and we're gonna put it in the oven.
Look at that, perfect fit. It's almost like she planned it. 15 minutes to start. Ooh, looking beautiful. Okay, here's what we got so far. Believe it or not, these are the sugar cookies. It's because I used the pumpkin puree instead of applesauce. These are the gingerbread cookies, red velvet cakes separated, and the pumpkin pie. All I have to do is make the frosting for everything on here. Okay, the cakes have had lots of time to cool. Kitchen is all clean. Cookies have had lots of time to cool. So it is time to make the frosting.
And we're gonna need quite a bit because we want this cake to be frosted out. We're gonna use 3/4 of a cup.
3/4 of a cup.
And then to give it a little bit of nice flavor, I'm gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of some
vanilla. So she said stevia. I purposely bought lots of sugar-free Jell-O because I figured she would use that for the frosting. So I'm gonna save the stevia that I have. Okay, I wonder how much stevia she goes through in a week because I'm already almost out. We're gonna move this over here. Time to frost the cakes. They're very thin, but it'll be good. And we got some fun Christmassy decorations for it. And Pernilla's recipes, like, they're not the real thing. I think they taste really, really good, but I think somebody might try them and be like, the texture's weird, or the, you know, that's not very pretty. So if you want to get the real dessert, just get the real dessert. I just wanted to do this for fun, test them out, and show you guys like, hey, they still can taste really good. I don't know how many of you watching this have like fitness goals, but if you do, try these out. Just add a little more protein to your diet and you still get that little treat that you're craving. I love these over COVID when I was just constantly craving sweets, and this was perfect because I find that if I have sweets in the morning especially, then one, my energy will just crash, and two, I just kind of feel sick the rest of the day. I remember at the beginning of COVID, I would have like a ton of sugar in the morning. I don't know why, but it became a habit, and then I would just feel so sick the rest of the day, and I didn't know why. I would just lose my appetite, and I'd have no energy, and it was just kind of miserable. So I like these that they're lower sugar and higher protein, and your blood sugar won't spike as much. So that's just for me. She talks a lot about like listening to your own body and choosing for that, which I appreciate. I feel like she never forces this on you. She just kind of shows you, hey, this tastes good too. Okay, we have our cakes frosted. It's not very thick. Let's put some sprinkles on it. This is pretty cute. She's pretty cute. We need 3/4 of a cup again of Greek yogurt. Oh, she's just doing stevia again. So vanilla, stevia, which we're running out of. Oh, she did almond extract. I like that. Almond extract, just a little. I'm gonna use some of this just to thicken it up because she put it in the fridge, but we don't have time for that. Okay, let's frost them. Sprinkles, they're like melting. I'm gonna wait to decorate the fancy ones. Alright, I bet it's the same recipe. Just in case, we'll go check. Dang, she is using stevia. I could have sworn she used Jell-O. Oh, she does. She does both. Okay, we're gonna start with this. And it's okay if we have extra because we have one more recipe to make. Thick this makes it too. It's like buttercream. This one I definitely want almond extract. Obviously, if you're making this, you're probably not going to be making, 5 different recipes like I am. Am I making 5? Yeah, 5. So you can probably afford to use stevia. It's just, I am almost out and I literally bought it new for this video. It's okay, it's a business expense if you do. Okay, this first. It's very buttercream-like. Not even a recipe. I think I saw it on Pinterest and figured it out. We might have to add some of this actually. I don't know if you guys can see the sprinkles, but it's a bit of a mess. I think I made these during COVID for like a little Christmas party, and they were so cute. Literally all you do is just like slice up the strawberries and try to choose like the nicest shaped ones. So you take the strawberries and you just kind of cut the tops off. Just take like each little strawberry and give it like a Santa hat. And then all you're gonna do is just put a little bit of frosting. I am gonna thicken this up again. We might need more frosting than this. Man, this was full for this too. Okay guys, I'm actually really upset right now because my stupid phone ran out of storage because I kept forgetting to upload the videos onto my computer. So I'll give you a quick recap. With the Strawberry Santas, I was very excited because I found mini chocolate chips in our fridge. Look at them, they're so cute. So what you do for the Strawberry Santas is you basically just put a little bit of frosting in the middle and then a little bit on top for like the top of the hat, and then 2 mini chocolate chips for the eyes. They're like little Santa Clauses. Thank you Pinterest for that recipe. And then I had a ton of leftover frosting, so it's not perfect looking, but I was able to make the cake a lot thicker. All that's left is to do a couple fancy cookies and take our thumbnail pictures. Oh, and taste test, of course. Oh my gosh. No. Oh, that's not so tragic. Try it out. Okay, I'm gonna cut very carefully on this thing. Oh, frosting is totally spilling over the edge. Look at that beauty. Got a little slice. I'm scared to cut the inside of this. I don't want to scratch it. Temporary displacement. Maybe I should use something else. Aha. No, let's try this. Oh yeah. Oh, that looks good. Guys, check it out. Here. I kind of broke the crust on the bottom. Look at it from this side. That's pretty nice looking. I'm excited. Here's our little taste testing plate. We got the strawberry, pumpkin pie, red velvet cake, and that ugly gingerbread cookie is actually the sugar cookie, and then candy cane is the gingerbread. Alright, let's see, what should we try first? I'm gonna try the sad little gingerbread man. Yeah, this was the very misshapen one too, so that didn't help it. But this is the sugar cookie. That is probably more like banana. Wait. That's a lot better than I was expecting. I was expecting like a really strong fake sprinkle taste because of all the sprinkles. It really just tastes like banana and like almond extract. The frosting is so good, guys. I don't really know how to rate this because it's not like a normal sugar cookie, but the texture's pretty good. Texture's spot on and taste is really good, just not like a sugar cookie. It tastes like banana because that's my fault. So I think for looks, I give it a 2 out of 10 because the shape is nice, but everything else is wrong. For taste, honestly, give this a good like 8.5 out of 10. 8.8 out of 10. And then for texture, I give this a good 8 out of 10. I think this is good. Let's move on. This is my current water cup because I lost my third 64-ounce water bottle. Left it on the plane. Third one. You think they're so big that you wouldn't lose them? No, it's because they're so big. You can't put them in things. Anyways, we're gonna move on to the gingerbread cookie. I think for looks, I give this one like a pretty good score. I think I'd give this one a much higher score. I should probably judge it off of this one, huh? Maybe I shouldn't just read off looks because that's my own doing. Anyways. Oh, I love that flavor. Okay, texture's a little off. It was like thicker, so it's a bit chewier, but it's still really dense. It's not like thin and crispy like that one, but the flavor is spot on. And it's so good. Cinnamony, gingery, and then like that little bit of almond extract in the frosting. Taste, I give this a good 9 out of 10. Texture, I'd say like a 6.5. Obviously not that bad because I'm still eating it. Wash it down. Okay. I know I probably shouldn't eat cake with my hands, but we're going for the red velvet cake. The frosting is totally spilling. I like that though. Oh my gosh, that's really good. The cake is like such a nice texture, and the frosting is too. To be honest, I've never really liked red velvet cake, so I haven't had it in a while. I don't remember what it tastes like, but this is really good. I don't know what to give this. I think texture, there's just too much frosting in the middle and not enough cake, which I never thought I'd say. But the texture of each individual thing is so good. I'll give it an 8 for texture because the balance is wrong. In taste, I give that a good 9 as well. Maybe it's just the frosting. I love the frosting. Let's do the strawberry Santa. I'm very excited for this. I have no idea how to eat this actually. I didn't really get anything. Just gotta go for it. I like that. With the chocolate, it totally changes it. Didn't really say anything about texture on this one because it's a strawberry. The strawberry's perfectly ripe. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of this one, to be honest. I don't think the frosting really went with it, which is kind of a bummer because that's my recipe. I don't know. Taste, probably like a 7 because I like the number 7. Not bad, just like not amazing. I saved the pumpkin pie for last because I have such high hopes for this one. That is so good. Look at that. This is literally perfect. I love that. Texture, 10 out of 10. The crust is like crispy and the filling is, it tastes like pumpkin pie. The flavor's all there. Lots of spices. Love that pumpkin-y flavor. I put some cinnamon in the crust. No complaints at all. I give that like a 10 for taste. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was such a fun video to make and I have lots of treats now that I get to eat. I really hope this inspired you to go make some recipes. Bye guys. Merry Christmas and I'll catch you in the next video. Remember, Jesus loves you so much. Bye.